Yo, it has been a while. Welcome back to another episode of Noob to Pro. I did record the intro initially with this, but I may or may not have recorded about 20 minutes of footage all completely muted, so that was very fun. What I was initially going over with that was the Egress boss event grind, because I just wanted to get Egress. This was initially at the start of update 4.0. I didn't really know what I was wanting to do. As you see, I have done it once. I won't show the footage for that because it's not exactly too exciting. I can actually do it solo fairly easily. I will maybe do another one sometime in this episode just to show you. I'll be trying to make a team that is fairly minimal as possible, so if you are struggling, probably just copy what I was doing and you should be good. The main focus of this episode is I have gotten 3 units off the banner. I lost where I was before because my headset turned off and then I did a rift, but let's see. So I have summoned for the units that I'm going after. It was extremely lucky, but the main focus is to evolve these 3 units in this episode. Should be a little bit of a challenge. The new story and legend stage, I'm not too sure how difficult the story is, but the legend stage can be quite difficult. I will be doing the story in nightmare mode, even though there is no achievements for the new story. Kind of sucks, but that is what it is. Anyway, let's continue on into the video. First off will be my summons that I did. There is a unit on the banner. It is not one of the 3 that I did mention, but it is a unit that I do want to get purely because she is a limited mythic, so getting an Ishtar would be great for the team. She is also a buffer, which will also work out with Ichigo because of his passive, and then it will also buff my Gilgamesh as well. So I'm going to go ahead and summon for Ishtar. I have 70,000. I'm just hoping we don't go to pity. To even make it hopefully even better of a chance, I am going to craft a super lucky potion. So there we go. I have crafted 1 super lucky potion. Let's go ahead and pop this. Let's see what I can get. Alright, that was super easy, very fast. I was able to get Ishtar. That is great. She is just simply there because she is a buffer. I don't really care about getting ascensions on her. I will eventually evolve her, but for now, I just wanted to obtain her so I don't need to worry about it later. As you can see in the bottom, it does say limited. If you don't have her, I recommend going for her, just so you can get her and not worry about missing out on her later on. It has not been too long and Kisuke is in the banner. This is one of the units that I'm after. I do have a lucky potion still because I haven't been AFKing in the lobby. Uryu on the side, that would be kind of nice to get, but let's go ahead and summon for him. Oh my goodness, what? How has this even happened? Okay, well that was so lucky. Alright, I guess I'll start grinding to get his evolution material then. Alright, I have been AFK, but there is Ichigo in the banner now, so let's go ahead and summon for him. Imagine I get in the first multi again. Oh my goodness, I got Gyro in the first multi. Anyway, let's go summon for him. Alright, there we go. We have obtained Ichigo. That is good. And we ended up getting a Gyro and a Jogo as well. Now we just have to wait for Orihime. Okay, so I actually have not been doing anything but AFKing, and Orihime is now in the banner. So I'll be going after Orihime, and then after that, I'm going to go back to AFKing, complete another video. But then from that, once I do that, I will actually go ahead and start playing this account again. Alright, let's go for Orihime. Oh my goodness. Dude, I don't know what my luck has been like for these summons, but this is crazy. I have just not used any gems at all. Alright, I am back and we're in front of the summon again. I did say I was actually going to start playing next time I start recording, but I thought because of the summoning luck that I've been having, I'll go for Aizen as well. This will be a unit that I will eventually go for. Might as well try to get him right now while he is on banner. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how many gems it'll take. With 30 seconds to spare, I did end up getting an Aizen. I do have all my other mythics I've been getting. I did get a Sungjin Woo as well, while the summoning streak is still hot. I've gotten pretty lucky at the banner so far. I can't actually remember how many gems I started with, but I'm at 44,000 gems. That's still 2 mythic pities. I'm not going to summon on the mythic banner, but I will be summoning on the winter banner because I do have some prisons saved up and might as well summon while the streak is going hot right now. So let's go ahead and go through these. All right, didn't really get too much stuff. Out of that, I ended up getting a Karam and another Emmy. That is nice. I can use those to fuse for XP. I also did get a shiny, so that is another 5 rerolls. We are currently at 590 rerolls on the account. One other thing, I initially was doing infinite runs before I just hopped into the AFK chamber, and I was able to get up to level 9. So let's claim all of these. 2 rerolls, 1,250 gems and 3,000 gold. That is very nice. I do really want to get my hands on a Lucy and also a David. Both these units from the battle pass seem really good. I have Lucy on my main account, but I don't have David yet. I really want to get him. All right, I won't be recording any more tonight, but I will be AFKing in the chamber, and then I'll come back in the morning and I'll actually start grinding on this account again. Well, this actually sucks. I have been doing my story and I completed that, and I also did the legend stages and attempted those, and I was able to beat them. This is the team that I used to beat the final legend stage act 3, just to discover after an hour of recording that the file gets corrupted. That sucks. But I just started going into farm the materials for Orihime and Ichigo. I've got 3 clears. Yeah, this just sucks. And then I also did act 1 15 times to try to get the bucket hat, and I have not gotten the bucket hat yet, so it's a bit annoying this has happened. I guess I'll run act 3 again solo just to show it off, because I did want to show some gameplay of me completing these legend stages. So I'll do act 3 again. Maybe we get lucky, probably not, but then after that I'll go back to grinding act 2. There we go. That is act 3 done for the second time, because the first time it got corrupted, but as you can see I can do it solo. It will take a little while to complete, but eventually I'll get around to getting Yamamoto. Definitely won't be in this video that I'll be getting him. This is something later on, probably a whole video in itself for how rare this unit is, unless... Oh, nah. I have a lot of medals actually. 129 medals. I don't even know how I got that many. Have I really gotten that much already? Maybe I did buy... Maybe I have bought some from the shop. The other thing that I had done was during the story I was using Ichigo, so I do have his kills. I have 8,000 kills, so I can evolve him when I get his evolution materials. So he will be the first unit I will be going for. Let me feed him. Boom, there we go. He is level 60. It was very easy to take downs on because his SP is very low. And let's see, how many do I need? I have 6. I need 6 more to get him evoed. Alright, this is the last legend stage I need to do. I have exactly 12 horns and 12 hair ornaments, so let's go ahead and evolve these two. So I am going to evolve Orihime first, so I can turn both these S's into Z's, which then I'll transfer onto Ichigo and then get him to Z+. So I have all Z+. Orihime doesn't actually need stats as she is a support, so this is why I'm not really worrying about even changing her range, because I already have a Z range for my Ichigo, so this is everything that you need for her. I made sure I had everything beforehand. Let's go ahead and evolve her first. There we go, Orihime is evolved. I won't even be bothering to feed her with food because she is a support again, so she does not need to have levels. Now that we have evolved our Orihime, I'm going to move over the Z, SPA, and damage to him. Alright, and then we also have a Z range for him. I thought I had everything. I was missing 5 green essence stones, so I just dismantled a single rainbow essence stone I had. So there we go, I have enough. He'll be all Z plus stats. Ichigo Savior. I have the takedowns on him. Let's go ahead and evolve him right now. There we go. I'm excited to use him as I've not even used him on my main account yet. I haven't actually evolved him. So this will be my first time looking at him. I do really want to see what he's like. His base damage is pretty bad, but because of how his passive works, he should have a lot of damage. His on placement damage is pretty lackluster. He does have good SPA, but because of how his passive works, he should be getting a lot of damage when he's maxed upgraded. Now the last unit I am going to be working on evolving, of course, is Kisuke. I still need to get good stats on him. I'm not looking for anything too good. I'll be completely fine if I only get all A's on him. So right now I will go ahead and start working on getting his last Evo item, which means I need to grind for Act 1 in the story to get his bucket hat. While I'm in the story, I'm going to kind of go over Ichigo and how he works. So I have Ichigo down. He is getting 10% initially off of Cosmic and then 15% off of the Orihime. Now how he works is he gains more damage and range for every missing livestock. So most of the time what you want to do is you want to get rid of 2 livestocks at the start. So I'll get rid of 1. He does increase his damage by 500% here and then 200% 40 seconds here. So you want to have 2 lifestocks missing before you actually start upgrading him to get the full effect of his passive. So I'll go ahead and do it right now. This is where I would start to level him up. Looking at his damage from utilizing his passive fully here, he actually has pretty low damage, even though he is nearly getting 2.5 times damage multiplier, which kinda is a bit sad. Let me go ahead and get his last one. It will increase a little bit to nearly under 50k damage. It's not too bad. That's pretty much like Gilgamesh. I think the biggest attraction of Ichigo is that he is a very, very cheap unit to upgrade. As you can see, I haven't even upgraded any of my sprint wagons and I'm up to wave 12 and I already have a maxed out Ichigo. Gilgamesh, I definitely would not be able to fully upgrade him. That is just how it is. If I place down another Ichigo right now, let's go ahead and see. So 1200, I had nearly 30,000 yen and I'm nearly able to upgrade him again. So I think I'm pretty sure from what I've seen, he only costs like 37,000 to fully max. Maybe a bit more than that. Before I start saying anything, let me just check how much he costs in total to upgrade. He costs 50,000 yen to fully max. So he is a dirt cheap unit to max to get very similar damage to that of like a maxed Gilgamesh at least. I think Gilgamesh can get more, but that's with like you have to have him by himself. If you have any units around him, he will start losing damage. So Ichigo is actually a fairly good unit. The only problem though is he's not immune to stun compared to Gilgamesh. He is immune to stuns, so there is that going for him. But just going over another thing, I now have Ishtar, and one thing that Ichigo has going for him that other units don't is his second part of his passive. For anything that requires a group or category, this unit is treated as part of that category. This sounds a bit weird to begin with. It's like, okay, I don't really understand. There is one specific unit currently in the game. In the future, there can be more. It all depends if they really want to do this. Ishtar, her last part of her passive, when in range of another Fate unit, increases damage by 12% for both/all Fate units. Ichigo is not part of Fate, but because of that line that reads in his passive, where he's treated as part of that category, this means when you place Ishtar next to Ichigo, he will gain that 12% increased damage. So this is perfect going forward whenever they release more passives like Ishtar's, where it is category or group based. Ichigo will benefit from that too. Now I have upgraded one Ichigo with only 1 livestock missing, and as you can see, it's 35k damage compared to nearly 50k damage. One thing I want to show is when you remove 1 base livestock, his next attack will deal 500% increase of his base damage on his next attack. So this is a pseudo nuke alongside also having 200% damage coming from using his ability. This will probably be one of the ways you would mainly use him. Instead of using both livestocks at the start then upgrading him, you might want to do it this way. So if I pop it now, he does 175k damage compared to just only being at 50k, and then for the next 40 seconds he'll be at 68k. So it is like a pseudo semi nuke that you can use with him. But yeah, that is the mini showcase on Ichigo. He definitely is a good unit for me. Being Traitless, he can pump out a lot of damage, and that is exactly one thing that I need when doing tougher stuff. I highly recommend going for him. He is dirt cheap. He is a really good unit to use. I will be back when I finally get this bucket hat. Just also showcasing again. I keep coming back to Ichigo. I just think he's a really cool unit. I have both my Ichigos upgraded. The boss is about to come out, so I'll use this ability to nuke him. So I'll get 200% on you, and then on you I'm getting 20 less damage. 20k less damage, but as you can see, it's a good nuke. Alright, I have gotten the bucket hat. I've gone one, maybe I'll do a couple more after this. I was doing a rift on my main account while this was happening, so I couldn't get my initial reaction for it, but there we go. I have a bucket hat. It didn't take too long. Let me do maybe 5 more attempts and see if I can get another one, because that would be great. But if not, then I'll go ahead and work towards evolving Kisuke. Oh my god, not even this was the next round. Oh man, I should have recorded when I was revealing each of the things, but there we go. I have 2 bucket hats. That is perfect. This took me so long getting this Evo item on my main account. Now that I have the bucket hat, I need to go and get Kisuke's takedowns, and I think I might need to get more XP food, so I will be back when I have gotten all of that. Alright, it did not take too long at all, and I have the takedowns on my Kisuke now. Do one reroll on him, see what I can get. Maybe, hopefully an S somewhere. Let me roll on this other Kisuke, see if I get anything good. Ooh, a Z plus SPA. Okay. Send that over too. Alright, I have everything to evolve now. Let's go ahead and evo him. Now, the reason why I wanted Kisuke in this update is because he is the perfect substitute for if you do not have Alucard because of his upgrade 4. Anytime a bleeding unit is damaged within this unit's range, it is inflicted with wounded. Enemies inflicted with wounded take 20% more damage. This is just a great unit to have. Okay, so it is getting to the end of this episode, but before I go and end things off, I thought what a better way to end it off than to run the Legend Act 3 with my newly acquired team that I have gotten. I think they should be able to do it pretty easily. I can't really see where there would be a problem with this team. Ichigo just pumps out so much damage, and Kisuke would just be good for that wounded effect, giving the 20% damage to everybody. Yeah, so I will go ahead and complete this stage, and then after that, I guess I'll just end off the video there. That is Legend Stage 3 done on this Bleach team that I have made. So it is really cool that I easily do this. I feel like it would be a lot better if I had saved one stock for the boss and then nuked him with his ability. But I accidentally let a enemy through. I did not really mean to do that. That is today's episode. I hope you enjoy. I appreciate it if you've made it this far through the video. See ya.